Okay, hello everyone and welcome to tonight's stream, and I think what's going on with La-Mulana? Okay, it's crashed on me. Right, attempt no 2 then. Not really the ideal way to start a stream. Let's try it again. Finally, I reached La-Mulana. The adventure starts here. Bless me. Okay, so this is La-Mulana, and as I'll get to the start while I'm just quickly doing the introduction. So this is the 2013 remake. It was originally done by the same team. Basically, they did it in 2005 as an MSX home computer game, although the MSX by then was long redundant. And then they did this in 2005, and then subsequently they reissued this on Wii. I've got it down to 2013. I should check when the Wii release date is in case the PC version was. In fact, I think the Wii version might have been before. I might need to update the description slightly. So basically, it got released on Wii, Steam. It's just got released on PS4, Xbox One. It's got in a double pack with its sequel. So effectively, you play a little explorer and you have to go round and discover the mysteries of La-Mulana. So yes, you actually want to equip the first thing you actually want to do is basically there's software in this, so I actually want to. Okay, I want to turn that on. Basically, you see it affects your memory space of your laptop, which is quite a nice little subtlety. So I should say this was developed by NIGORO, and they developed La-Mulana 1 and 2. They did the original MSX version, and they've done the most recent release of on the PS4 and Xbox One of La-Mulana 1 and 2. Config that. So you see they started sending me all mails already. Welcome. This is actually a fantastic Metroidvania that's incredibly in-depth. Did he give me another mail? Just the one, not just the one. You can go back and talk to the Elder as well. Some of his dialogue lines are quite funny as well. You also have to press down to exit the temple, so I'm just going to go in again. Thanks to my emails. You do have to... I haven't actually played. I'm actually playing through the PS4 version at the minute. So basically you've got a selection of shops you can buy items for. some of these items you can't actually buy there until you A, have enough gold, and B, to have actually unlocked them in the game by finding them. Should I take the bucket? Yes. Yeah, you do want to keep the email accessory on at all times because that is vital. What do you want to do as a PC? So despite the fact we're in some sort of ruined village, they do have laptops and it's a good way to rest your bones. Now, you do level up in this by killing enemies and you do get XP, although they can be a little bit slow. So jumping is a little bit floaty in this. You do have to get used to how it controls. On the PS4 version you can walk straight past that. It's just, I'm sure there's no wall there. Yeah, the hot springs actually got slightly bigger. I think the PS4 version's actually had a few subtle changes to it. So this hot spring is where you come back to heal. And you will have to visit that hot spring an awful lot in-game. Okay, I'm going to go the other way around as that eagle is getting direct. Yeah, I think they've slightly tweaked a few things in the PS4 version. Now, the annoying thing about the Wii version is in Europe, although I've originally played the Wii version was missing one of the DLCs, where it was missing the temple. Basically, there was one, primarily there was like a really tough temple DLC, and that was missing in the Wii version. Fortunately, that's in the newer PS4 version and everything, but it's annoying that there were a few things missing originally. Yeah, I think there may be a few subtle changes to the PS4 version. Weak against the Serpent Staff. Yes, remember that name, Argus, blue monster, lots of eyes. Yeah, I think I need a translator to read that. Because there is Argus with lots of eyes, and you see there, I ain't hurting him in the slightest. this is where you get slightly hair-raising moments like this, where I need to get back to the hill without getting killed. Now, this is a game you do need to save a lot. This is a very tough Metroidvania, to put it mildly. And I will say there are one or two puzzles that are not particularly well explained in this. The game does have a few Achilles heels. Notably, the English translation is a bit rough in places, if I'm being honest. The English translation is just not very good. There are a few bits where the English is a bit broken and things are poorly explained, so it's not always clear exactly what you're supposed to do. And as this is a game you need to keep your wits about you all the time, it can be very gruelling at times. Expect to die a lot. Basically, as Metroidvanias, consider this, I would say Dark Souls, but Demon Souls, King's Field game, just you are going to die, so get used to it. So one thing I actually want to buy is Hot Spring in the Outskirts. Rusty Bones, okay, he was that guy who wasn't on the shops. I need to get some stones. You're going to need an awful lot of stones, there we go. Way too heavy for you to carry. Yep, you're going to need them because you use them to place on lots of traps within La-Mulana itself, so... Okay, I'm just going to save this file. I'm just going to save occasionally because this is a tough game. Now there is actually a shortcut you can go to create access into the temple, but I can't do it that way. So first things first, I need to. He's told me to get the shell horn, and that's what I'm going to do. So. The Elder's even got a temple. He's even giving himself. The Elder's quite a funny character, as you see there. He's giving himself statues and all sorts in this game. Gold is a sort of random drop, so sometimes crates will drop them, sometimes it won't. I think it tends to drop them the first time you smash them, and then doesn't for a little bit. Now you can actually look at and chat to their bodies, but you need, well, not actually read their final words, etc. But you need a certain item. So I think I need to put the weight on that by doing. Yep, there we go. That's opened. There we go, the shell horn. Doesn't actually do anything. Plays a strange melody when you solve this. So pretty much it's a pointless item. Hello, Farouk Khan, thanks for joining the stream. We're looking at La-Mulana. So yes, you can read signs, but I need an upgrade. Now I can go this way, but this is where it starts getting a bit hair-raising at this point. I don't have the level ups, the XP to do that much exploring at present, so right now what I need is the gold to actually... Oh! It's probably cost me the gold from here. Some of the enemies early on can be very unforgiving. Now, fortunately, you don't take full damage in this, so let's just go Geronimo! I hope you don't land on an enemy, so I'm going to take the shell horn back to the Elder. Not that he's going to say I'll do anything, I need to actually get some more healing done. So enemies do drop the stones as well, but don't rely on enemies dropping them that often. One thing I will say, this is not a fast game to play through, but it is quite a big game. It really surprised me the first time I did it how big a game this was. And some proper mind-bending puzzles as well in places, partly due to the translation, perhaps not being as good as it should have been. Okie dokie, I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to take a quick moment's break. So let's enter the ruins of La-Mulana. Oof. And that's how you enter them, with a large fall. So now I should be a bit cheeky because now there are lots of hidden things you should remember and passageways to find, and as you see there, that is a short way out into the ruins. We don't need to go up around the top there, so I'm now going to delve into the first section of the ruins. And firstly, what I'm going to do is get some gold, because I need to buy some of the programs. Okay, we need the text translator. So So that's kind of what I mean about the progress is a little bit stilted in a few places, as I actually need a program to read the text to decipher that to enter. I should have actually chatted to him. Yes, the hand scanner, thank you. So that's one of the first key items, the hand scanner, so... So I've got the hand scanner so I can read, so that's what I just got. Trust me when I say I don't want to be dying and having to repeat whole sections, and you don't want to watch me dying and repeating whole sections in this game. We have the ancient ruins of La-Mulana. Welcome to La-Mulana. There was actually a body outside the ruins. See. Now the music for this is absolutely fantastic. So sometimes you can read skeletons, sometimes you can't. And this one I think I can press that one. Strength increases just by having it, the sake of it. Yes, so I'm now at 64 health. So there's a really nice progression system in this game. I'm actually going to see if I can read. There's also a map system, so I can read that skeleton that's outside the entrance. See if that was the one that had the... Jumping can be a little bit stilted in this. You have to either directional. See, if I just press up and hold. So if I press tab or right, you only move right at the whichever point you get to. So if you want to actually get an angle, you really have to hold it before you jump. Obtained map. Yes, that was the guy who... Oh well. lava on the surface. So I'm going to save and then I'm going to delve deeper into the ruins. I think I have full health. Apparently this is the pillar gate, a room within the gate of... Now, always keep your shield up as well, because it's going to be like... And you do want to look for the... Words are Greek to me. I should have brought the glint reader. I will do two as soon as I can afford it. Now you can actually use those particular stones to actually teleport between. However, I can't teleport at the minute. So there are some hidden chests that can be quite tricky to work out how you do it. I'm not sure what I need to do for this one. I was looking the other day, I could not find out what I was supposed to be doing at all. Well, usually those stone tablets will give a hint. This one you have to use, there's a hidden path to unlock later on. Ah. Not a stone thing to put up. Is there a hidden stone? Doesn't look like it. Now what that's telling me, because I've played a bit into the PS4 version, is that if I whip that stone in the centre, I'm going to get electrocuted. That's, you want to keep an eye out for all those plinths. Not every plinth is actually beneficial though, some are booby traps, so do be very wary. Just open these. Will there be treasure in this here hill? I've whipped that, unfortunately I can't actually get the loot in that one. Can I go the other? Ooh, no. Gotta remember that. Jump! And that's what I mean by lots of hidden traps in this game. Such as in this room, I don't want to whip that block in the centre unless I want to be in a world of hurt. Now this game actually has a hard mode. However, hard mode is not actually available right at the start. You actually have to get to one of the dungeons and then progress it there. It's a true Metroidvania. You can actually explore pretty much any way you want to. So now this is actually a slightly later area in the game. I just wanted to visit this briefly. I'm not going to go too far in though. Yes, so to remember this in the future, I cannot... I think you need a spell to free that guy. Yeah, jumps are slightly momentum driven, so once you start jumping, you can't undo. And water hurt. Yes, I need to get out of the water ASAP. Just remember, the water in this section hurts. That's the other thing you have to be aware of, flints will often come back, so you do need to keep a good reservoir of stones in your inventory, lest you get stuck somewhere. And that's what I mean by not whipping the walls here. Okay, I now have 11 health. So, one thing you'll learn about La-Mulana, sometimes your best, safest option is to make a hasty retreat out of the ruins. Which is where I'm going to be headed to heal up and buy a new software program. I think I can buy the glint reader, but I should have enough. Most of them I think were 50, so... Then I'll come back and journey deeper into La-Mulana. I do get a map as well. I think I need a map program. I thought I had the map. Or was it? No, yeah, I think it's a map program actually. That, I think, should have come up earlier. I think there might be a few, yeah. A few, I think they've tweaked the PS4 version a little bit. There are a few things. But the gold does come back from them, so you can, in theory, just keep smashing the aids. I think the Glitz Read is one of the programs, so use this hot spring. Whereas this one gets really angry if you don't buy it. Technically, I just need one more coin, so let's go coin hunting. There's got to be a coin somewhere around. As soon as I get it, I can buy the map, the yoga map. I was going to say I thought I needed a map. Give me your loot. That's what I wanted. Give me your loot. It's sort of a bit random with enemies drop loot, so. I think I can read this sort of sign to it. Yes, rapid will be on the front weak. We should turn back here. So the hot spring will be your life-saving resource in this game, so do remember that. You will be coming back to the hot spring an awful lot. Geronimo! I will grab the map reader from the slightly angry lady. Yeah, if you don't buy, she has the look. For someone who might have a side occupation. Nope, she's on at the top there. Maybe she's related to the shopkeeper in Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. It's the PC shop. Yes, I'll take it. I'll be back in a sec, guys, just while the hot spring is healing me. Just pause it there and let my guy chow down and eat and fall asleep. Okay, back again. As before, I need to equip, so yes, I have memory space. I think I've got 300. Yes, you can turn them on and off, and we want to turn them on. And there's the map active now, so we can actually see where we're going. It gives you a breakdown of all the scenes roughly as well, so. You can't actually talk to the residents of the village who walk up and down strangely, so just chat to the elder again. Big old murals and statues. So enough on my miles away. Some of his dialogues are very, very funny. Need to pace myself. And one last for luck. Enough points to my card. You gotta go to the next time, but 100 miles away. Trust me, you want every stone block you can get because you're going to need an awful lot of them. Okay, so this time I'm going to go into the temple and I won't be coming out. In a good way though, I'm going to be exploring the deep dark depths. So, you'll notice I should be able to now read the death up. So So I can now read all the ancient scriptures, which is good because there's an awful lot of them. Now, I wouldn't normally recommend saving over one, but as I'm only playing for a little section of the game, probably one that's worth me chatting over a bit actually. The music is fantastic and everything, but this game does need a little bit of explanation rather than me just doing a couple of hours videos. Although I'd like to cover this a bit more in depth at some point in the channel. As with a lot of games we covered, it's just going to take an awful while. This is one game where you need about 2-3 hours really to show even a introductory section of the game. Offer 3 lights to the heaven. Fell for such an obvious trap. What does he mean by that? Well, should we find out? And take on the challenge, the cult. So, do that, and now I'm going to move very, very swiftly. Bam. And that's what you've got to be very careful for. Not everything is as it seems in the Temple of La-Mulana. Now some chests like that one are pretty easy to find. So I've got the map of this area now, so... Actually, this is actually quite a small starting area, but it's still surprisingly tricky to navigate if you don't know what you're doing. I probably should go this way to trigger the moving block, although, no, I'll go the other way, because I can get back to the way I'm going if I go the other way. Now I don't believe I can solve this puzzle in it, as I need to get the block. One of the blocks is stuck in stone, so pour thy memory into the Holy Grail, leave the mark on the land, and raise the Holy Cup, and recall this land once travelling. Doing so, thou shalt once again stand upon that land. Okay. Basically that's a teleport, that's hinting you there's a teleport item. However, how do I get said teleporter item? That is a good question. quite a few of these stages, you can't actually do everything when you first arrive in a scene. In some sections, you may just not quite have the knowledge. Oh, we've got. You have to watch. Some of those statues will shoot you. And voila! Now it's annoying that not every skeleton is a chat because they should at least distinguish between those that you can speak to and those that you can't. Difficult way to get across. I really should have come down from the other bit. Okay, and why do I want this chest? Well, I want this chest for one primary reason. You've obtained the Holy Grail, and this allows me to teleport round. Yes, it allows me to walk, and there's some other spits, and that's actually a reference to now walk. Okay, strangely it's saved the surface one, but not the... I have to go back and reread the other one to unlock. I might be able to get the first boss in before the end of this hour, so... I think if I was going to video this properly, I'll do the PS4 version, because that's a later release, so... Okay, I can actually afford to buy some of the other cool stuff, so let's buy some of them. What do you want? Don't need... So basically, early on, you want to make sure you get the gold to buy the equipment. So I've got, I think he's got the... buy the core items before you get the second. Oh, my buckle's broken. How did I lose my buckle then? I attempt to use the Holy Grail now. It should... No, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, quickly, you have to read the text on it. There are actually secret shops, as some of the text mentions. It's just a case of finding them. Test die strength. So I'm not going to be doing hard mode because I need to go to the next location, but I might try and fight the first boss. Tragic history of the giants of Britain here. Again, that's me whipping the wrong thing. So you can't read those broken ones. But I do want to read what this guy says. The first... So this is key text, and I'll give you a hint. You really want to study this text before you do the next puzzle. So the first age of the sun was destroyed by flood. So age destroyed by flood. The second age of the sun was destroyed by the god of wind. The third age of the sun was destroyed by the god of fire. The fourth age of the sun was destroyed by blood and fire. So the hint there is flood, wind, fire, blood and fire. So we go flood, wind, fire and blood and fire. Now, and I'm whipping them in the wrong order. So yes, that was the, you might notice that has, yeah, we've got the secret shop as well. Always very handy. Buy something. Yes, a ghostly shopkeeper. That's literally a ghost. So, what was that again? Let me think. So what was it? Fire. The first age was destroyed by flood, then by wind, fire, and blood and fire. So yes, it was wind first, wasn't it? The downside of dying without saving is unfortunately that you do lose any progress. Well, not too badly, it's not too much, I just need to re-blast that thing on that plinth. I do like the visuals, they're very Super Nintendo Mega Drive. The sort of high-end Super Nintendo. Probably slightly better than the Mega Drive because of the high colour palette. The original game was based on the MSX hardware, which was a Japanese computer. I don't actually know that much about the MSX, as I've never been a sort of big fan of Japanese computers. There are some really good games on some of them, but it's just the hardware, trying to get hold of the hardware outside of Japan is not that easy, so... So flood, wind, fire, fire. Yeah, that was... I struck flood and that shot me, so... The first age was destroyed by flood, wind, god and fire. Or did I strike wind? I'm sure I struck flood, so... I might rewatch that, see if that was a bug or not. So, or maybe I struck... So blood. So there we go. So there's the flood one that's broken. Then it was fire, wind. Then it was fire. And then it was blood and fire. Basically, you have blood over some other strange symbols. And that will cause something to occur, which is that to happen. And this now sets off a chain of stuff that allows me to access some of the 8-bits, some of the other sections in this shrine. Go up the top. Doesn't actually activate those ones? Okay, I'll take the other way down then. Other way up and around. Enemies do respawn, you see, pretty quickly. They usually get like a couple of scenes that you can revisit. As Metroidvanias go, well, I'm not actually a fan, I said before, of Metroidvania. Much prefer something like progressive platform. So the one-way doors. This is hint. Now down below to another location, there you basically see that sort of ruined glyph means you've got another location. However, I'm not going to head to another location as I'm going to do this one. Let me wrap up most of this one. There's still be a few secrets within each area you won't be able to access. You do need to come back later. So this, obtain the Ankh Jewel. Come to me for a chat, I will do. As you can see there, obtaining the Ankh Jewel has caused that last one to unlock. And I'll give you a hint, that sign of the twin stakes below is a hint of what's coming in the very near future. this isn't actually that far from the save point, so I will heed the Elder's advice, pay him a visit.
What the? I was just in the middle of writing you an email. Oh, what am I supposed to do when you show up before I get a chance to send it? Work with me.
Yes, I like the emphasis that that was what he was claimed he was doing. I think we can gather what he was actually implied he was doing. And he wasn't checking his email. I must admit, the Holy Grail is actually a bit tricky to find first off, and as a result it's possible to miss, and then trudging through the actual start of the game can be quite a grind to get out. So 50 minutes in and we know where we're headed to. So just hitting the switches has also revealed that one, but sadly I just can't jump up high enough to get there as of yet. I need to master all my strength. Okay, it's the boss. I need to deploy the actual. The boss isn't appearing. Cliff of Radiant. Do I need to go to the Cliff of Radiant and get some? Don't remember that to jump across that one. There are actually one-way only ladders, so in this case I'm going to jump. No. That's not really that helpful. The menu's underwater. Surface village departure. There's something at Cliffs of Radiant. Gate of departure. Okay, right. Sound cannon. But we'll take a leap of faith. Ooh, just missed out. Waterfall of Adonis and there's a secret in that wall. Looks like it's not. There's those shots if I can get down to the. Down again. Well-timed Indiana Jones style is what he needs to come on. Gotcha. To get back up the cliff if you fail. So I'm actually oh, should have got my laptop and warped. Never mind. Destroy the ank in which guardians sleep. So the question is, where do the guardians sleep? Aha! Room of courage. Sometimes it's worth taking a leap of faith, so to speak. Okay, then we go to sub-weapon. So you can see there is a lot of intelligence with the puzzles. Some of them are a little bit random, but it's a case of knowing where to look and what to do, and just basically becoming a good explorer. So I need to find the Ankh, which says it in the Heavenly Temple of the Cross, which says it's the Cliffs of Radiant, which is somewhere in here. Pillar's Gate. Heavenly Corridor. I feel like I should be able to get up top there, but I think I'm doing something wrong. Room for strong. Gate of the Giant Faces. Snake Sanctuary, so this is the way to the boss. Pit of the Holy Grail. Still in the Pit of the Holy Grail. Lies beyond the path of the jewels. Cliff of Radiant. I guess where is Cliff of Radiant in this dungeon? Oh, this is the next. This is the Monument of Colosseum. Explorative days for now might be ending in a sec. Sort of the end of the stream. So thanks for watching. Gaze of where is this one? Everywhere, but I cannot find where the anchor is located. I can only shoot it up the top of there. Okay, I think I'm going to call it a wrap there tonight. We can walk past sprites. Where does the anchor reside? All to be answered in another randomised gaming video. Okay, let's just quickly do one last teleport back. Just in case there's something right in the shots that we can't. There will be. Yep, subgun. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually going to wrap the stream up there. Apologies I didn't get to the boss. Remember where that last anchor is. But this gives you an idea of the actual puzzle detecting that when you do this, it does take a while to figure stuff out in La-Mulana. It's a very, very good game for that. The hard mode is actually, you know that location I briefly visited, you have to access hard mode through that. And then you have to come back and revisit all the bosses and stuff in order to do them on hard. But if you turn this game into hard mode, get ready for a very, very difficult experience. But I hope you enjoyed this brief look at the start of La-Mulana. I've been your host for this randomised gaming video, Random Gamer Riven. I wish you a good night, a good morning, a good evening, or a good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. So I will say thank you as always for watching. Please do hit that like button if you enjoy our videos, and as always, if you enjoy our content and you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing to the channel. That's it from me. I'm going to thank you hugely everyone, and I'm going to move on to another stream tomorrow, although I might actually start alternating videos and streams. So basically, if we don't have a video, I might cut down a little bit on the streaming and start doing, we'll release our videos at 9:30, but if we're not doing a video, we'll stream, and if we do a video, we won't stream. That way it gives me a bit more time to do a few things, but mixes it up a bit so it keeps people happy on both sides. So with that, I will wish you a good night, at least in the short term, until I have to get some more video content out. So with that, I'm going to say I wish you a good night. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Excellent game, La-Mulana, is available now on Steam, Wii, well, no longer available on Wii, but Steam, PS4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, available on all of them. Just a fantastic game. I think the newer versions have a few changes. I think they've slightly spruced up the original game, made a few minor changes to this version. But thank you for watching, everyone. I'm your host, Random Gamer Riven. I wish you a good night, and I'll see you all in the next stream.